It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Geno Smith. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touch.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line. Now they can't bring him down. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 8 carries, 66 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Off of play action. Here's Smith. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and short.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. You talk about this Washington defense.
They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks!
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
His 6th. Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. Byron Pringle now to return it. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his 2nd NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Howell's throw complete there to Thomas.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
24 carries, 130 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commanders first down.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second down, Howell now.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go and put in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear it now. 3rd and goal.
Howell down to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Smith now to throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Gino on first down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. Play action. It's Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Smith throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now it's Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! Will Disley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Gino now to throw.
complete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And Howell will throw it. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel, 39 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Slide for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
On the counter, it's Walker. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Smith.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On 1st down, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 5. Now Howell. Out left to Dotson. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. And once more, Howell back to the air. Going right back to Dotson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Sly able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here is Washington now to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw got him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Now he'll look to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. Pushes past him. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Sam. DK Metcalf, 75 yards.
And the Seahawks have retaken a third quarter lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Washington offense set to take over. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Howell down to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Back to throw, Howell. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
He's certainly done a nice job spraying the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead.
And this is where you're hoping you can catch the defense with too many men in the box. You line up in a jumbo set and pull people close to the line of scrimmage and in tight. And then it was all about closing off the angles of pursuit on the strong side and hoping your guy can win the race to the outside. And that time, he takes the toss and follows his lead blocker right into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Washington offense set to take over again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
82 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Second down throw for Howell. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out the try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
Now Geno. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Smith. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Returning right back to Lockett.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. To the air again, Smith.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And he finds Lincoln in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Washington.
And Howell will throw it.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
It's Howell with another throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
Has over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
And Walker once more.
Powerful running. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Trying the left side with Walker. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll run again.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Running left is Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it.
And they will take a knee here. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Out of the air on 1st and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The one with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Howell looking to throw again.
complete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really. Yeah,
I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.